3 lessons I've learned from Elon Musk. Unless you've been living under a rock somewhere for the past 5 years, you probably know a lot about Elon Musk and his incredible life story. In fact, when I was thinking about what to call his profession, it's hard to tie him down. He's part tech entrepreneur, part scientist, part crazy genius, and a complete anomaly in the world of business. But for me, following his adventures, his ambitions, and his massive success is a very thrilling experience. But maybe what's most fascinating about Elon Musk is how quiet, considered, and consistent he actually is. In every interview, Elon is the opposite of what you think a billionaire entrepreneur would act like. He's self-effacing, painfully honest, and at the same time completely unfazed by the opinions of others. As I've read more about him over the years and watched many of his interviews, I've started to see patterns in his life that I believe have propelled his success. Of course, I'm not an expert on his life, I'm just a big fan, like most of us here. But hopefully, these 3 lessons are valuable for you too. Lesson number 1. Geek Out. One of the things I find most fascinating about Elon Musk is how incredibly nerdy he is when it comes to the details of his projects. If you watch his interviews, he's constantly relaying technical information about the how, what, and why of everything his companies are doing. Now, if he was CEO of just one company, this might seem mildly impressive, but as the leader of several hugely successful companies, this is extraordinary. I've read several accounts of how when Elon was conceiving the idea for SpaceX, he was studying old Russian rocket manuals for hours. He has an incredible depth of understanding about his areas of interest, and I believe this is something that drives his success. You can tell he's personally invested in changing the world for the better, and this is because he knows so much about why it's important. I think the lesson here is that going deep into your area of interest, whether it's for business or for fun, has benefits. The more you know about something, the more you can make an impact with your knowledge. You can better influence others and make more educated decisions. And if you embrace the geek factor just like Elon has, you might even have a shot at changing the world in some special way. Lesson number 2. Double down. Another amazing aspect of the Elon Musk approach to life is the way he keeps using his successes to finance his next set of goals. In 1995, Elon and his brother Kimball started a company called Zip2 that provided online city guide software to newspapers. The company was sold to Compaq in 1999 for $307 million. This left Elon with $22 million at the age of 28 years old. Now, most people who had $22 million at such a young age would probably just retire. But Elon took that money and less than a month later started another company called X.com, this time in banking and financial services. This company eventually merged with PayPal and was bought by eBay in 2002 for $1.5 billion. As PayPal's biggest shareholder, Elon earned $180 million from the sale. Now, surely anybody who has now earned $180 million by the age of 31 would just retire and enjoy life. But not Elon Musk. As you probably already know, he took that $180 million and split it between 3 new companies: SpaceX, Tesla, and SolarCity. And there's actually a famous quote from Elon about this decision. He said, "I put $100 million in SpaceX, $70 million in Tesla, and $10 million in SolarCity. I had to borrow money for rent." This to me is one of the most incredible parts of the Elon Musk story. At every stage of his career, even after big successes, he keeps doubling down on his new goals. He invests everything he has, both financially and personally, into the new companies. I think this is a great reminder that you can actually do a lot more than just one great thing with your life. It's up to you how far you want to go, and you can build upon your successes if you keep taking risks to do greater and greater things. But to do this, just like Elon, you have to have courage and persistence. Lesson number 3. Think legacy. The final lesson I want to share from Elon is maybe his most important. What I've noticed in everything that he does, there is a sense of long-term results and impact on the planet. He sees his companies as solving problems and making the future better for everyone. The work that he and his teams are doing has long-reaching consequence. From what I've read, Elon can be a very demanding boss to work for, and he expects a very high output from his team members. But this is because they're doing something that's creating a legacy. They want to reduce carbon usage through electric cars and solar panels. They want to alleviate traffic problems in major cities. Perhaps most incredibly, they want to offer humans another planet to live on. Of course, as a result of his incredible drive to do extraordinary things, Elon has amassed a fortune of more than $20 billion. But amazingly, this is probably the smallest reason most people in the world admire him. There's no denying that Elon has set incredibly huge, seemingly impossible goals. But the power of thinking about the legacy seems to be driving Elon Musk and his team to make them a reality. His focus, his tenacity, his willingness to keep risking failure to achieve bigger success makes him perhaps the most enduring entrepreneur of our time. These 3 lessons are just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to Elon Musk. And if you haven't already, I'd highly recommend watching some interviews with him or reading his biography. If nothing else, Elon Musk stands as proof that if you dare to think big and take action, crazy things can come true. And if you're a fan of Elon Musk, please share with us in the comments below just how he has inspired you in your life. As always, thank you for watching our videos. Thanks for being a part of this community. And most of all, thank you for improving yourself.